everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. This is Sharon. This is the wreath that I have named for some reason, I don't know. Doing a little cleanup on her. It's an 18-inch Grapevine base from Michaels. They are usually like $4 with the 20% off everything that they have now. I don't know what the point of that is. Get us our coupon back, but whatever. Yeah, I picked this one because it's even. It's not round, but I've given up on that, but it's pretty even. So yeah, we're gonna make a wreath that I think is gonna be very pretty. I think you guys are gonna be shook, you're gonna be shaken, you're gonna be stirred, wig snatched, nails ripped off, toenails curled, socks blown into the next county. Y'all got counties, right? We don't have those. All right, so this is a wreath. I've already done a little bit of picking and pulling and just kind of cleaning it up. My sister is coming to pressure wash my mom's house at some point. And before that happens, I'm gonna go buy me 35 grapevines and I'm gonna let her pressure wash them all. And then while they're wet, I'm gonna shape them into nice shapes. I'm gonna shape them all into ovals. Okay, so that's clean. I'm gonna throw this over here, bring in some ribbon. This is what we are using today. This is luxurious. This is silk dupe. I was about to say, doesn't say it on there. It is silk Peony. So it is a nice rich burgundy, possibly a merlot, a maroon, whatever you want to call it. It has a nice sheen to it. I've used this before in my that big giant fall swag I did. I don't know when I did that, but I know it's still in here because it's not even on Etsy because I can't ship it. So I'm gonna put my ribbon over here, grab my bow maker. I'm prepared today. I already have my pipe cleaner ready. Glue pot is melting, so let's make a bow. All right, so I want this to, it's a lot of looseness up here. I would like to kind of, we don't put a lot of glue on this anyway. I want my bow to be up here because I have some kind of traily things. So I would like to make, I want to make a really big bow, but this ribbon is not particularly cheap. I did get a couple of these. I bought like 5 colors. I did a couple of them on sale. I don't know if this was one of them, but I wouldn't use this for ribbon tail, so I'm just gonna make a big bow out of it. How about that? Straighten up. Let's do, what do you think, 12-inch tails? Can we see? Yes. Twist it. Okay, business, you decided to join me today? What were you doing? He's like, I don't know. So yeah, I'm doing 6.5-inch loops, and I'm just gonna go until I feel like it is big enough. Which will probably be 4 on each side. The dog has got one of those toys with the crinkle stuff inside of it, and he's not playing with it. That's not the sound you hear. He's trying to lay down on top of it because why not? So how are you guys doing? Hopefully well. I'm excited about this wreath. I haven't been excited about making a wreath in a long time. Just because people are idiots. Opinionated idiots. One second. What is it? Let me move this. Let me move this for you. Set that up. Bam. There you go. He's high maintenance. See, I'm in a pretty good mood today. I got some stuff done that I needed to do. I went to the doctor this morning. He would not excuse me from jury duty. I have jury duty. Which I am not doing. Wait, I messed up somewhere. Let me see. Did I? Anyway, I got mail this morning. Actual mail. My mom brought it in when she came over, and she was like, this is for you. And I was like, is that what I think it is? And she's like, no, probably not. And then I opened it, and I was like, ah! Which, like, listen, that's cute and all, if you can do jury duty. Mad respect. Yeah, see, this is, it's got the little wire, so it was the right way. Mad respect to you if you can, do that. Me? No. I went to my doctor today, and we were talking, and I was like, this is what's going on, and he's like, all right. My blood sugar's been higher, so he put me on a new medicine to help me pass urinally the glycogen stores in my body. And I was like, well, I go to the bathroom all the time already. Like, I pee constantly because y'all know I'm always drinking. He's like, yeah, you know, you're just gonna go a little bit more, but it'll lower your blood sugar. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, since I'm gonna be going to the bathroom all the time more, and I already go to the bath. I did 4 loops on each side. And I already go to the bathroom so much, and I handed him my jury summons, and I was like, can we do something about this? And he's like, haha, nice try. And I was like, no, I'm serious. Like, I cannot sit and be denied access to a restroom for however long. And he was like, I don't do those. And I was like, you don't write jury excuse notes? I was like, it's not, it's, I mean, it's like, it's, I don't want to do it. Like, I'm going to be, I don't, nobody wants to do jury duty. I mean, I'm sure there's some people who are like, ooh, I get to do a crime, but like, y'all, I cannot sit there all day. Cannot do it. My anxiety would not allow it. My bladder would not allow it. My glycogen stores would not allow it. So he was like, I don't do that. So I was like, all right. Whipped out my phone, and I was texting my psychologist, and I was like, listen. I was like, I got jury duty. He's like, I'll write you a note. I was like, thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. I just think that is so, it's so, like, I've already had my friend Jenny, she's a lawyer, like, I told her, this was a while ago, I was like, I got jury duty, I was like, can you get me out of it? And she was like, oh yeah, no problem. And I was like, can you also make it so where they never contact me again? Because, like, maybe my constant need to pee will get better. I said, but me not being able to handle, like, situations with that many people, that's probably never going to get better. So can we just take me off of this list? But apparently not. When I messaged her again, she was like, you need to talk to your doctor. And I was like, oh, don't you know somebody? But whatever. I will get my note from my doctor, and hopefully I can submit it somehow without actually going to the courthouse. Alright, I am kind of pulling this to angle. I know y'all can't really see, but I'm kind of pulling that down to angle it down a little bit. This bow looks weird. Does it? No, not really. It's not tight enough. I can never get these bows tight enough. But it's tight enough. Alright, so yeah. This color is not hopefully when I color correct the video it'll show up better, but like I'm looking in the viewfinder and it looks very it's a very nice, deep, rich burgundy. I'm not going to cut these right now. I'm actually going to fold these up because this ribbon does fray. That's why I'm like, I'm not going to make tails with it because I did that in my other wreath and it's still fraying. It's just sitting on the wall, unraveling. All right, so y'all ready for these? Are y'all ready for these? Oh, this is my third time using this bush. I love these peonies. They are so pretty. They are also $25, so we are going to utilize every inch of this. I'm going to get my peonies cut off first, and then we'll go through and get the rest of it off. I just did, the last wreath I did was using the rust color of these for a fall wreath, but I was like, I just want to make like a monochrome burgundy. Look at me, I'm so bougie. I bought 2 of these bushes when I was at Hobby Lobby. They were on sale, 50% off, but still. $25 bush, that's pretty bougie for me. Don't want to include are these things because I put them in the other wreath and then I was like, I think I actually went back and cut them off. So I'm just going to pull all the leaves off, put them over here. Do I want this? I mean, I'll keep this for something else, but I don't think I want it for this. Like, I'm just trying to keep to the peonies, their leaves, and the extra greenery I'm going to add. All of them? Yeah, so see, there's still a lot on here. Again, probably these plastic things, they don't really do it for me. I think I might just cut those out now and toss them. Or not. Oh. Alright, so this is what I'm left with, and these are good, like, if you're designing something and you want it to kind of come out the top. That's what I like this stuff for, but I don't want that for this. I don't think, but we might add them. Who knows? You never know. And now that this is easier to store, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've emptied a garbage can. It's just full of ribbon ends and pink flowers. Okay, so there's always one giant. Oh, there's 2 giant ones. I don't think I want a lot up here. You guys, Let me just kind of place these around. This one is like super extra too long. Like extra too long will be fine, but super extra is too long. Like the triangle design thing, but if you have trouble designing, it is nice to make focal points with a triangle. So this one is directly across from here. Oh, I can actually bend this one up a little bit. Put this there. Okay. Like that. Can you come up a little bit? How much of the stem did I leave on this one? Yes, I did leave a stem on this one. my mom came over today. We went to Walmart. We went to Dollar Tree. We went to the doctor. Yo, my doctor asked me the weirdest question with no context. I don't know if I wanna talk about it here. So I was like, hey, my sugar's been really high. I said I have been like eating completely clean for the past like 6 days, for the past week or so, and it's not budging. I said it is like 280 in the morning after me fasting all night, like no midnight snacks, nothing. So he's like, okay, all right. So he's like, what have you been on? And I was like, I was on this, this gave me headaches, I'm taking this now, I used to be on this. And I'm at the point now where I was like, if the drug I'm taking is not working, I am willing to go back on insulin. Because y'all, I've been peeing so much and it dehydrates me, and it's this vicious cycle where I pee so much that I get dehydrated and then I have to go to the hospital, and that never works out for me. So he's like, okay. He's like, let's try something else. And I was like, okay. So we are talking about, look how that's cut. Did I cut that like that? No, I couldn't have cut that like that. Maybe I did. I don't know. We're talking about me trying to lower my blood sugar. And his question to me is, and my mom's with me, and I'm like not, like my mom's with me, but I'm not like, oh my God, I can't believe he asked me that in front of my mom. He says, so, just very casually, like with no lead up to it at all. Just like, so are you circumcised? And I was like, excuse me? And he said, are you circumcised? And I was like, and my mom just kind of, like, me and my mom both had this look of like, what the hell? So I'm like, I tell him to answer. I don't feel like that's something we need to talk about. That's too much. I'm Catholic. I'm from New Orleans. I don't know what else to tell you. So I'm like, he says, okay. Well, I guess I can't tell the rest of the story without saying, I say, yes. He says, okay. And I'm just like, then he just like, he goes back to like looking at something on the computer, and then I'm just like, hey. And he's like, yeah. I was like, what the hell, man? And he's like, oh. He's like, okay, listen. He's like, I'm gonna prescribe something that helps you excrete the excess glycogen stores in your body, which is basically peeing out all the excess sugar. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, so I pee constantly, and you're going to prescribe something that's gonna make me pee more? And he's like, yeah, but you know, it's gonna help your blood sugar without having to go on, you know, another medication. You know, because I've had problems with, like, I was on Trulicity, horrible headaches. I was on Bidorian, horrible headaches. So he's like, yeah, I think this is just like a good thing to do, and just, you know, stick with the clean eating, and we'll see where we're going. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then I'm like, what does that have to do with my personal business? And he says, oh. He's like, well, this really only applies to women and uncircumcised men. And I'm like, because they have so much in common. So he says, because there's so much sugar being excreted. And he keeps saying excreted. I'm like, can't you just say peed out? Like that, I mean, come on, we're all adults here. He's like, since there's so much excess sugar being excreted, you can develop a infection. I'm not saying that on, y'all know what I'm talking about. You can develop an infection that mostly women get in their personal business. He's like, but you know, you just need to be aware of that. And I was like, okay. And he's like, is that okay? And I was like, well, I guess. So he's like, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. And I was like, well, I mean, I hope not. But yeah, so I gotta go pick that up tomorrow. I was trying to pick it up today, but it wasn't ready, and I was My mom was like, I want to go home. Your house is too cold. And I was like, okay, God, Mom, go home. I'll go get my pee and pills later. And he prescribed something else for my ear because my ear is still infected. You know, because of all like the swimming and sports and stuff. I don't know. I was like, how is this ear still infected? But he said it does look better. So there we go. All right, so peonies are on here. This bow is oh, it looks really good in the camera now. Okay, I'm like, this bow looks weird, but I think it's because I'm looking at it this way. So that'll be a fun new journey for me. We got in the elevator when we were leaving, and my mom was like, what the hell? And I was like, well, he wasn't like asking because he was curious. Like it's probably something, like I wouldn't have never thought that if I got that kind of infection, that it would have been related to that. Okay, I'm just pushing this down with my finger because I don't have a nap to take. It's like 6 o'clock. You know, that definitely wouldn't have been the first thing that crossed my mind. Like, oh, it's probably because I'm taking this medicine that's making me pee out snow cone syrup. Okay. Come on, glue. No, I feel like this glue has been doing me dirty lately. Not the glue itself, it's just like, I'm always trying to get it somewhere it doesn't want to go. And like, honestly, I think this is pretty because see how the leaves have a little bit of a sheen on them and then the ribbon does too? That's nice, that's real nice. What is going on with this one now? Look at the amount of glue right there. Can y'all see that? Of just me trying to glue in one stem and one leaf. Okay, that is definitely on my finger. Whoever buys this video is going to be like, oh my god, what happened? What kind of glue massacre happened down there? Okay, are you going to come off or are you going to cause me problems? Is this even glue on here? What is this? I don't know. Yeah, but you chill out right there. So, we left the doctor, we went to sushi. Oh my god. I haven't had sushi in so long. And I just flung glue all over my hand and it is burning like a you-know-what. I haven't had sushi in so long, and since I'm clean eating, no carbs, you know, I got this thing. It's called the Alaska roll. It was a hollowed out cucumber stuffed with crab meat, topped with salmon and roe. And I was like, oh. It was so nice, so crunchy, so fresh. And then we came home and filmed an unboxing video. And my mom was like cleaning out her purse during, and she kept interrupting me. And I was like, Mom, like, shut up. My doctor, he was like, he's like, so, he's like, did anything happen that like precipitated this like, this sugar increase? And I was like, I don't know. I said I was eating, like I wasn't eating great beforehand. I mean, y'all know how many times y'all hear that toast oven go off and there's a pizza now. I said I wasn't eating great beforehand. I said, and then, you know, my mom moved and I had to do all this stuff in her house, and it was a lot easier to stop and pick up a burger on the way home after working all day. He's like, what are we doing? I was like, listen, doctor. I lay floors. I can paint. I can hang curtains. I can do everything. I was like, what you need done? He's like, nothing. And I was like, you don't need new floors? And he's like, no. I was like, what color is your laundry room? And he said, gray. And I said, what color are your floors? And he said, gray. And I was like, okay. And he said, but my wife likes bright colors, so my house is navy blue with red windows. And I was like, what in the Dr. Seuss? But he lives, I know where he lives. He lives in a really nice neighborhood, so I'm sure the house is very nice. But I was just like, what? Anyway, the whole jury duty thing is I texted my psychologist, and yeah, I think I said that already. I don't know. I'm a little hyped up. Alright, so this is our bush. This looks good right now. I mean, there's some empty spots, but that's fine. But y'all, look at these two colors together. Are you dying? Are you dead? Did you die? Oh my god, come back to life. Buffy season 6. Are you dying? Are you okay? Has everybody sought medical attention for how pretty that is? I did not even, I bought these separately. Now, I bought them in the same trip, but I didn't buy them to go with each other, but the girl put them in the bag together. And then when I took the bag out of my car and looked at it, and I was like, oh, that is everything. And the reason I put the bow up here is because, look at this when it hangs down. Oh my god, it's like that scene in The Little Mermaid. You know, when the hot girl can't get the hot guy to kiss her for some reason, because it's France. Okay, so I'm going to cut these pretty long because we want some danglers. That's a professional wreathing term. Danglers, when stuff hangs down from your wreath, it's called a dangler. I'm actually just going to cut these all long, and then I will save some smaller piece. I will cut up the... Oh, God. I'm in an okay mood today, y'all. Even with the jury duty. Even with having to go to the doctor. And there is a reason, but I can't discuss that yet. And no, Craft Outlet didn't finally give me a sponsorship. I have really got to do something about this glue mass. It is... Y'all, can y'all see that? Oh, what are we going to do about that? What are we going to do about that? He looks, he looks, he looks. Like, there's nothing wrong, because you can't see it, but if you do see it, I don't want you to be like, oh my god, he left that in there. Like, I can't take it out. It's hot glue, so I am just going to put that in there to disguise it a little bit. See, I love when stuff comes over and just, like, trails down, because when the wind blows, it moves around a little bit. And as always, give these a twirl. I bought my mom a weep. This is because this is what I'm thinking of. It's like a weeping willow kind of thing. Of course, Hobby Lobby doesn't say what their flowers are. They're just like strappy, but this is obviously like weeping willow. I bought my mom a big, expensive weeping willow tree for her at the front of her house, and Amanda Brown from Patreon, she messaged me. She's like, don't plant that by your house. It'll get into your foundation. It'll get into your septic system. And very nice of her to warn me. I knew about weeping willows beforehand, but still very nice of her to look out for me. But we don't do septic systems down here. First of all, I don't really know what that is, but I know we don't do them. Is that like a big tank where all the stuff goes? Because that's gross. I don't know where all of our stuff goes. I just press the handle and walk out of the room. But yeah, we don't have septic tanks, and my mom's house is not on a foundation. It is raised up. And I'm planning in like a super soggy spot. And her house, I was like, the first time it rained and I went over there, I was like, oh my god, this is a nightmare, because it wasn't flooded like, oh, hurricane flooding. It was just like, oh my god, this driveway is like covered. I want to just leave this long. Kind of do. The driveway was like covered. I was like, we need to plant that willow to start sucking up some of this water. I think I want another piece like over here. Yes. Uh-oh, I came out the other side. Back it up. Alright, and then I'm going to take my little pieces. Well, not really little pieces. I'm going to cut these up some. And just distribute this color a little bit more. So this is like the first grapevine I've done where I've not completely packed it full so you can still actually see the grapevine, which I don't tend to do only because it is hard to hide the stems. Like, see this, where I put this in? I had to push that all the way back to make sure there was not a huge glob of glue showing. Huge glob of glue, band name claimed it. I wish I had two of these for the, isn't it pretty, y'all? It looks like Christmas. Oh god, did my lights just blink? Time to go off. When the light starts blinking, when the light starts blinking, that's when you know you gotta turn off your glue pot. Yeah, this could be Christmas. My feet, my shoes keep squeaking up against my bar stool because I mopped right before I came in here because somebody peed all over the floor. Not me. Not naming any names. But my grass in the backyard is literally 4.5 feet tall. And I guess it's gonna stay like that because that is not my job to cut. Or it might not, because I just might pay somebody to do it. My neighbor is supposed to cut it. Oh my god, y'all. I'm laying in bed the other day, and I don't know if I was sleeping or if I just woken up, but I hear this like crash, and I'm like, what is that? And Business runs out of the bed, barking, barking, barking. I'm like, Business, go back to sleep. I don't want to get out of bed. So, half an hour later, when I finally get out of bed, I go into the bathroom, because, surprise, surprise, I have to pee. And I don't have any shoes on, because I had just dug up a DirecTV power line, a DirecTV satellite dish at my mom's house, and I threw my shoes in the, I just had on Crocs, so I threw them in the washer, so I didn't have on any shoes. Walking through the house, which is dangerous because, the dog, he does not like to go OUT. Walk into the bathroom, and I'm like, using the bathroom, and like I look over, and I'm like, why is it so bright in here? And then I'm like, why does my foot hurt? And I look down and there's glass everywhere, and I was like, oh. So, my neighbor's nephew or something threw a ball that hit my bathroom window and broke it, but it's like a paned window, so it's like it broke one of the sections. Y'all ever swept the inside of a tub before? I have. And then I swept the tub, hosed it all out to make sure all the glass was in there, and when I got in there to take a shower later on after my other neighbor fixed the window, I still stepped in a piece of glass. So, this is nice. I think maybe is this too wild out here? Is this wild and out too far? Just clip that. Oh. Let me just clip that and go, ooh, well, that's a bad idea. I'm just gonna put this one over here. Oh. let me know in the comments if you've ever dug up a DirecTV satellite dish, because that thing was anchored down. They don't play at DirecTV. It had that foam stuff to fill it in. I was digging, and then I finally got down in like a Hulk squat and pulled the whole thing up and just threw it over my shoulder. My mom was like, "Oh my god, what are you doing? You're gonna hurt yourself." And I was like, "You don't want who wanted to go." She's like, "I'm gonna get the hacksaw and get rid of that pole." And I was like, "Why don't you just dig it up?" And she's like, "I think hacksaw will be easy." And I was like, "Mom, seriously?" So we start digging it up, and I'm like, "Where's that hacksaw?" But we got it. This wire back here is very exposed. Or was that just the way it was bent? Oh, it looks okay. I will be spraying this, definitely. I might actually, because I don't, it's not a sheer ribbon, but it's sheer enough that I don't want anything to come through, so I might just go along the edge with some glue. I'm not burning it. I used to burn these ribbons, and then I looked at one of my wreaths and I was like, did I literally just throw this wreath in the oven? Because it is crisp. Okay, so that's cute. It's not, what's going on? It's not too overdone, and I only used 2 bushes, so it won't be $185. But we will do a cost breakdown for those interested. And I can actually do it right, because I have my craft outlet invoice right here that will tell me how much the ribbon was. Why did I only order 1 roll of this if it was only $285? Y'all. Alright, so that is a nicely... The problem with doing these florist bows like this is that I can never get them to look the way I want. Like, if a funky bow looks kind of off, it's a funky bow. But, like, if these look off, it's just like, what's wrong with that bow? I like this. We still have these. Do I feel like these need to go in here? I don't... What do y'all think? Yeah... It'd only be like 1 here, 1 there, and then like a short one somewhere. Let's see. I didn't want to... This is a different green than the green that's already in there, and I don't want it to distract from the ivy, not the ivy color, the willow color. See if I take this and just kind of just stick these in here and see. No, I don't think so. I'll say this or something else. I just want the burgundy, the leaves that match the same sheen as the ribbon, and this. I wish I had more of this. That would be nice, but what you gonna do? All right, so let's figure out pricing. I know y'all love this. Alright, so Wreath is 5 plus 12 for the Peonies because they were half off, plus... No. The Wreath was 5 plus 13 for the Peonies because they were $25.99. Plus... This was 12, this was 13, so it's 7 plus 3 for the ribbon equals 28 times 3 equals 84 plus 25 equals 109. Pretty good. Whether or not I will get 109 for, because y'all have not been buying wreaths. I don't know what y'all doing, but y'all need to go buy some wreaths because no, I need to put some wreaths on sale. That's what I need to do. I kind of want another well, we know I'm not getting one out from over there, so that'll be that. But I kind of want another something right there. But it's good. It's cute. I like those colors. And I think it could be fall, and it could even go into Christmas. You know, because it's red. And red is for Santa. Alright, so if you'd like to buy this wreath or other wreaths like it, there will be a direct link to this wreath and a link to Etsy where all my other wreaths are. If you want to join us on Patreon, it's $5 a month and you get access to exclusive videos, behind the scenes content, blah blah blah. Follow me on Instagram, and if you'd like to tip me on Venmo, I could use 2 more rolls of this ribbon because I really like it. Is this off now? Yeah. So, thanks for watching. I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.